Wow. Where to begin? So let's start this story off with some bad news. So what kind of bad news can I be talking about? Let's start with that bad news. Yes, blowout, Interstate 70. And then, of course,
we're the Essary family, and we're exploring America, one destination at a time.
that happened last night. Now, the big story is I am trying to beat this winter vortex that is coming in from the north that's supposed to drop everything almost below zero. At least the wind chill is going to get them really cold. So, Darth Hall, I don't know. I don't think he likes the cold. I think that's his issue. It's like, hey, quit bringing me up here to the cold. I'm just going to keep on breaking down on you. So, I'm taking this breakdown a whole lot better than I'm taking the other breakdown, because although it was very frustrating trying to find someone to come help me out, I'm in a safe spot. They're going to get me taken care of this morning. I'm going to get back on the road, get back into Texas, hopefully get back where it's warm. Oh, man. But that was something else. Trying to get a tow truck, trying to get someone to just come out and help out just a little bit. If you've ever been stuck on the road, you know, man, it's something else. Anyway, so I am here at Cloverdale. There's no S in it, sorry. I'm here at Cloverdale. And I got pulled in, and I got stopped in last night, talked to these nice couple. Of course, they were at home doing their thing. They didn't get up or anything special for me, but what they have done is they let me sleep in their parking lot, which is always super, super nice. And then I talked to them this morning. That's them right there. Fantastic people. And they're going to get me hooked up, get me back on the road, and they're going to take care of me as fast as possible. So I'm very thankful for having someone that's, you know, you're in a small town. They have that small town feel. They have that part where, you know, they want to help out. They want to help people. So J&M Repair, thank you so much. This is a huge shout out for y'all. They're veterans. Well, he's a veteran. So they're going to take care of me, which is going to be super awesome. But I'm going to go across the street to a farmhouse. And, well, I mean, it says it's called Farmhouse, but it's not a farmhouse. I'm going to go to a restaurant called Farmhouse and check out their breakfast and see how they do, and then come back to J&M and see kind of where I am from there. But last night, breakdown, blown out tire, 70, Interstate 70, doing about 65 in the fast lane, getting ready to pass somebody. It blew, and thankfully I was able to get over, because I was in the fast lane. I was able to cross over, get on the shoulder, and get stopped without any damage being done, any kind of extra stress or you know, being stuck like right on the interstate. So once again, you know, another breakdown, another heartache, another struggle. But look at that. Sun is shining. I am good to go. So I'm gonna go get some breakfast. It's cold. It's like 28 degrees out here. I'm done with the cold. I'm done being cold. Let's go see if I can go get a sandwich and maybe some hot chocolate. I don't know. I'll let you know. So Farmhouse, Cloverdale. Beautiful mom and pop little store. They got all sorts of stuff. They actually made me a specialty drink that I asked for. I'm looking forward to testing that sucker out. Nice little breakfast sandwich on a bagel. You can have all sorts of stuff, but man, waiting staff here is awfully nice. Just, I mean, kind of whatever you're looking for, coffee, food, rough. Anyways, so here at Farm House, and gonna funny story. I heard they were better than Starbucks, so I came in. I was like, "Hey, this is what I usually get at Starbucks. Can you match it? Can you make something better?" So I always get the double chocolate chip frappuccino. It's one of my favorite things to get. Starbucks has discontinued that drink, so I no longer go to Starbucks. But apparently they made something similar. Better than Starbucks. So a little bit extra coffee flavor in there, but still really good. Breakfast sandwich, everything bagel, American cheese, egg, and sausage. So reasonably priced. I'm gonna have this little breakfast and then go check on the truck. But if you're ever in Cloverdale, Indianapolis, all the way around that area, you gotta try this place. Gotta try this place. Really good. Huh. Well, what do I talk about now? Over here at J&M Repairs Tire Shop, great people, down to earth people, homegrown people. So, you know, I really appreciate what they're doing. Found the warmest chair, which is an old rocking chair, which is actually really comfortable, with the heater right behind me. Yeah, blowing on the back of my neck. So, able to stay warm. You know, sometimes life just throws curveballs at you. Sometimes things just happen. And I don't believe in coincidences. I believe it happens for a reason. And I was able to visit this place, eat at a really good mom and pop breakfast place, Farmhouse. Y'all saw the drinks. They especially made that drink for me. I said, "Hey, this is what I normally get at Starbucks. What can you do?" And they threw something together. It wasn't on their menu, so I mean, kudos for them to try to help out or make their customers happy. So rock on. Gave them a 5-star review. Really good, really nice. But it gave me a little bit of time of reflection as here I am just chilling out, waiting for my tire to get fixed. That, it is what it is. Sometimes life sucks, but it all works out for a reason. Enjoying the day. Eventually get back on the road. I know as long as they get my tire on, I still have 10 hours of drive time. I mean 11, but 10 hours of drive time to get to my next stop. So, not in a huge hurry. I'll drop off Friday, beat the winter storm home, as long as Darth Hall stays, in good working condition.
Okay, Ice Chronicles video 1. So we have this major winter storm that's about to hit the south. I think even where we are here at Lake Conroe in Texas, we're going to get some of it too. We shall see. I need to go to the store, which I know, right? Gotta go to the store before the ice storm hits. I'm actually out of milk for a little one. We're out of bread for sandwiches. We have like 2 bottles of water left, which we go through like crazy. So there are things I actually need. No, I'm not getting toilet paper. I'm not getting a bunch of canned goods or anything like that. They're just things that we actually need. I'm really dreading going to HEB today though, because that ice storm is supposed to hit tomorrow night, and I just know it's going to be crazy and packed. But here we are, off to adventure with a little one who does not feel that well. Again, for the 3rd time since Christmas. But you guys, it's a Thursday morning and this place is absolutely packed. Okay, we're gonna get out. Calm down. We're going. Oh, it's so bouncy. Okay, so we survived the ice storm, winter storm. I wanted to do videos of like all that we did to prepare for it and what
we'll go back and we'll show you
and what we did during, but honestly we just wanted to stay warm. We just weren't concerned about making content. We weren't concerned about anything other than making sure our RV was prepped and, you know, it was safe, and then making sure that we were warm because it was very, very, very cold. And if you were anywhere in the south during all of this, you know that, you know, we had some crazy low temperatures, even where we are here in Lake Conroe. So, yeah, we survived. All we did was unhook our water and drain the line so that nothing would freeze over. It seemed to work. Didn't have any issues. Saw a few people around us with some RV repairs going on this morning.
Absolutely.
I hope their stuff didn't freeze over, but we just didn't want to chance it. So we just went about 24 hours or so without water and used what we had. And then there were bathrooms close by to us, so it wasn't a big deal. However, we are on day like 3 of this Ice-mageddon, and we needed to get out of the trailer. One, it's warmer in the car than it is the trailer. Today's the first time the trailer has been above 65 degrees in like 3 or 4 days. So we're enjoying the heat of the car. Actually, we just turned it down because we got overheated. And we're gonna take a nice little scenic drive, get out of the RV for a bit, and go grab some dinner. I've been craving some hot, salty French fries for a few days now. So Jeremy is obliging me. And so that's what's going on in our world right now. We have one more hard freeze tonight, and then I think it's supposed to stay in cooler temperatures for the next couple of weeks. I think we've officially finally hit winter, you guys. Like, it actually happened. Our month of winter that we're gonna get is here now.
Yeah, which only means high 50s, low 60s, and the overnight somewhere around 35, 36. So
I don't know. The forecast I saw this morning is saying for the next couple of weeks that we may not get above 45.
Well, I know the next spot that we're going to, I've already checked there when we're going to get there in a few days beyond that, and yeah, they're in the 60s overnight, the 40s, so it's not too bad.
I'm ready for Florida. Bring on Florida.
Ready for spring.
We have decided that no matter what we have to do, we are going to work our butts off so that next winter we can head even further south. We were not south enough this year.
Well, and let's be honest, deep freezes like this, especially in the south,
like once every 4 or 5 years.
That often. I think the last one was 2021. The one before that was like
2021.
Was it 20? Oh, it was 21.
About every 5 years.
Yeah, so it's not very often that it does happen, but when it happens down in the south, it's real.
It's detrimental.
And people will shut down. Like, I know Texas went into state of emergency like 3 days before it even hit.
Yeah.
Because we knew that any accumulation of ice, snow, or sleet was going to shut down wherever it landed.
Yeah.
And it just happened to hit 80% of Texas. So we all shut down for at least a day. A lot of people were shut down for 2 days. So
I'm thinking next winter it's got to be Arizona, South Padre, or Florida. We're going to figure it out. I don't know yet, but we're going to sit down. We're going to figure it out financially and like how we're going to get there. Because I do not want to do this again. It was way, way too cold. We woke up to 44 degrees this morning in the RV. That's not something I want to do again.
Now there's other things that we could have done to help heat everything up. You know, we have yet still to turn on our propane.
Yeah, we have
and
to
our
use our
heater.
propane. We could have done that, but it just seemed like more trouble than it was worth to have to do that. And I don't know.
I mean, we stayed warm while we were sleeping. The only thing was whenever we were awake, like on the couches doing work or, you know, just trying to stay warm.
Honestly, I would have laid in bed all day if the 2-year-old hadn't insisted on getting out.
Oh, for reals, yeah.
Out of the covers, because it was wonderful while we were sleeping. I wasn't cold at all. This is a stop sign. Okay, you are slowing down.
Gotta love those side seat drivers.
He wasn't slowing down.
I wasn't slowing down 600 feet before the stop sign.
600
My bad.
feet.
Guys, you know how it is.
We still love each other.
Oh, absolutely. You get used to it after a while. It just becomes background noise.
Oh, thank you. That background noise. That's awesome. I don't care as long as you go get me some French fries. I just want some hot French fries.
We'll try. This is actually kind of a long trip for us to go get food.
Yeah, it's like,
with so many options close by.
It's like a 30-mile drive.
Yeah, I mean, we're giving up Conroe, which is 15 minutes down the road. We're giving up Willis, which we're actually driving through Willis right now.
Yeah.
All to go to our spot now.
Well, one, I wanted to get out of the trailer for a while. And two, I wanted something small town. I wanted something small town.
Yes, and Conroe Willis is still part of the Houston metropolitan hub area.
Yeah.
So where we're going is definitely way smaller. Expectations for where we're going really don't have any. Like,
I just want hot French fries.
I just want hot food, really.
It's not a chain restaurant, so.
But it has been nice. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, how many times a year do you get to relax in your house and not have to do anything or worry about going anywhere, mainly because you can't go anywhere? But then again, a lot of places, even on Friday, they were canceling on Monday, the next business day. So even they don't have to get out today. So it was just one of those things where it was really nice. Schools canceled. Everyone just kind of took the day, which is, it can be really nice every once in a while.
It really didn't change our schedule.
Well, it doesn't change ours at all because every day is like that.
Anything for us.
But there are other people that they enjoyed being in. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, you did not enjoy going to the grocery stores and looking for bread and milk and eggs.
It wasn't that bad here. It wasn't that bad here in the Conroe area. There really wasn't anything like that was just wiped out.
I think some people, whenever they hear that they could, be without power or be even snowed in for a couple of days, like their mind automatically goes to, we're never getting out again.
Yeah.
Which is so weird to us.
How do people not already have 2 or 3 days worth of food in their home? Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a week's worth, like, at all times. Anyway, I actually have a video of the parking lot when I went to H-E-B to get shopping the day before it came in. And the parking lot was super crowded. There was a ton of people in there, but it wasn't that bad as far as, like, people going crazy and getting stuff. I mean, other than water.
Yeah,
water was the thing.
Even with me driving back on Friday, which I was forcing myself to stay in front of the storm. So being able to stay in front of the storm really helped out. But they're looking at the Walmarts and the stores, that I was passing. It wasn't like people were like in a full-on panic, like they were never going to get out again or going to be snowed in for like a week. So I think people definitely handled this one a little bit better than the other one. Now, some of those other places like Tennessee, Kentucky, I'm so glad we are not in any of those places. I mean, they're getting snowed in for days without power for weeks.
Yeah, Memphis got hit hard.
Memphis got hit really hard.
Memphis and Nashville.
I'm going to have a big issue, and I'm going to talk to TxDOT about all these bad things.
What is that, Jasper? What is it? It's a choo-choo train. What does the choo-choo train say?